In this example, we are going to find the perimeter of the triangle, whose vertices are the following specified points in the plane, and write the answer in the exact form, do not round. Let's name these points as point A, point B, and point C. Point A, 1, -3 in the fourth quadrant. So 1 and down 3. So this is point A. And point B, -5, 0 is on the horizontal axis. And point C is -3, -8. That is point C. And we are going to find the perimeter of this triangle. Is the side AB plus the side BC plus the side AC. That means we are going to find the distance between point A and point B and point C, and point C and point A, and then add them all up. So for the side AB, the coordinate B1 -3, and the coordinates for the point B -5, 0. For the formula for the distance is the square root of the square of the difference of the x coordinate, which is -5 minus 1 square, plus square of the difference of the second coordinates, which is 0 minus -3 square, and that's simplified to be square root of -6 square plus 3 squared, or square root of 36 plus 9, or square root of 45. And for the side BC, the distance of the length would be the square root of the difference of the first coordinates, which is -3 minus -5 quantity squared, plus the difference of the y coordinates, -8 minus 0 squared, equals, simplified form would be -3 plus 5, which is +2, gonna be 2 squared for the first one, plus -8 squared for the second one. That turns out to be square root of 4 plus 64, or square root of 68. And then the last side, which is the side AC, A and C, square root of the difference of the first coordinates squared, plus the difference of the second coordinates squared. Or square root of -4 squared plus -8 plus 3, that becomes -5 squared, which is square root of 16 plus 25, or square root of 41. Now we get all three sides in the exact form. Next, what we're gonna do is just to add them all up. Before we add, let's see how much that we can simplify each one. Square root of 45, that is square root of 9 times 5, or 3 square root 5. Square root of 68, 68 is 4 times 7, so that is 2 square root 7. No, sorry, 4 times 17. So it's gonna be 2 times square root 17. Let's clean this up real quick. is 2 square root 17 as a simplified form, and square root 41 cannot do anything. Therefore, the parameter of this triangle gonna be 3 square root 5 plus 2 square root 17 plus square root 41 as the exact answer form. Let's take a look at the application. This problem, your itinerary contains a grid map of Sydney, with each unit on the grid representing 0.25 kilometers. If the Sydney Opera House is located at -1, -4, and the Queen Victoria Building is located at 7, -10, what is the direct distance between two landmarks in kilometers? Not walking distance, which would have to account for bridges and roadway. Round your answer to 2 decimal places if necessary. First, let's locate these two order pairs on the xy plane or on the Cartesian plane. Name this as the S point, and this is the Q, and we will find the distance between S and Q. For the point S, -1, -4, in the third quadrant, 7, -10 in the fourth quadrant, and we're gonna find the direct distance as the distance D. The formula to find the distance between two order pairs would be the square root of x2 minus x1 quantity squared plus y2 minus y1 quantity squared, where the x1, y1 would be the S order pair or the point S, and the x2, y2 are coordinates for the second order pair or the point Q. Now, replace the numbers in the formula. Gonna be 7 minus -1 quantity squared plus -10 minus -4 quantity squared. And be careful with the orders of operation. 7 minus -1, that is 7 plus 1, that becomes 8 and squared. The second one, -10 minus -4 becomes -10 plus 4, or -6 quantity squared. 8 squared is 64. -6 squared is 36. The sum of the radicand becomes 100, or the square root of 100 simplified to be 10. That is 10 units. And from the information, each unit on the grid represents 0.25 kilometers. So this is 10 units. So that is 10 multiplied by 0.25 kilometers. That turns out to be 2.5 kilometers as the direct distance from the Sydney Opera House to the Queen Victoria Building.